Good morning, people. Happy New Year. It's first of the year actually. Monday. No, it's not Monday, it's Sunday today. So the plan is to make rock today. So we got a crusher started, excavator started, and wheel loader. I got my service truck over here too. I actually love that thing. Like, I literally enjoy to have that. So tomorrow it's supposed to be raining. That's the reason why we're doing this today. And it's actually fairly pleasant. You don't have to wear gloves. It's warm. It's like high 30s, low 40s today. And I record few videos from this place. I don't know if anybody interested, but what we got is we got an 1107 Fintech crusher, which is, I believe it's 2007. Then we have a generator, old Slinzy generator that runs a dirt belt. That thing right there. So usually what I do, I got a creek running over there, and there's the hose. There's usually a pump sitting up here, and then I run a cable off of it to over here. But today we're actually gonna run it without the water. The air is kind of wet, I would say, so it should be fine. I mean, it will be throwing little dust, but it shouldn't be too bad. But the crusher, we have a problem with the crusher since we got it. I think started acting up on it. It started cranking really fast, and then it slowly slows down. And I checked the battery, so everything's fine. So I gotta jump it every time, and it's kind of take I would say 15 to 20 minutes to get it going, like the starter warm up, and then it start cranking fine. So this is a power screener, turbo power screener, Chieftain. I don't know what the hell it is. This one had a bad motor in it, so we put a motor on a while back ago. This thing starts no problem. Come on, come on. Cold start. It started. Friday I went over and greased everything. I tell you what, that's I'm not complaining by any shape or form, but for one guy, there's quite a bit of, like, every time you plan to crush, there's quite a bit of work involved to get it going. First of all, maintenance check all the bolts and nuts. Quite often, because this screener, I will show you guys, this thing shakes and it likes to loosen this bolts up. So I always lock time so the screener was loose. And then see how the belt is offset. There's not actually adjustment on it. You gotta adjust it by turning this belt, which is on the other side. See, there's a shit ton of grease zerks on it. So now the plan is everything's running. He's breaking the concrete, busted up some of it, and I have to let everything idle for about 20 to 25 minutes, just the way I do it. So the hydraulic will warm up, and then you're not blowing the hoses, because that thing, I've been told, they're running 6,000 psi in a hydraulic, the main motor to turn the crusher. Oh, climb in and check the jaws, make sure they're not plugged up. I don't remember what we did last time. I think I cleaned them out. They clean. I just gotta close the jaws together so we make a smaller rock. I did check the coolant, oil, and hydraulics, so it's all good. Usually we're running a bigger excavator, but somebody took the excavator for rent right now, so we have no excavator. Besides this one, we're running this one. I like this excavator, he doesn't. He said it's too little and it's too jumpy, but it is a fairly fast machine for it. So what I end up, I bought 2 batteries, 1,000 cranking amps, that's gonna go in the crusher. So the crusher will come up, we will crush all this up. Crap, I forgot my phone here. We will crush all this up, this pile, and then it will be time to bring the crusher closer to the shop and change oil, maintenance, all the filters. So I do it about every once. I don't go by the hours, it's just a once a year deal, and then kind of guesstimating how many hours we put it on because I forget to write them down every time. I love it. Not bad for the first of the year. All right, stay tuned, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna go grab a wheel loader. Let's go! Old Slinzy. Gotta get it going. Wrap this thing up. Belt. Let's go, Belt. There she goes. Now, so walk up to get the this going. There we go. Shaker, main belt, feeder belt, screener's going, and then I will go get a wheel loader, rev this thing up. Ooh, rusty. Main belt. Going. Jaws. On. Jaws are closed. And then we're gonna go forward. Alright. And crap. It's hard to do everything with one hand. So they closed. Turn the feeder on. See, this screens it out, and then we get dirt, and then this metal, that belt will kick it off. But if I'm here, I will pick it up. And I made this little kick so the rocks kind of slows down. Section is surprisingly really dry. After a while, all that gets knocked out. That's how it goes. little dusty, but not too bad. See, I made this little ridge once again, and actually slows the rock down and it has time to separate dirt away from a rock, and it takes the belt. But this screen gets wore out fairly fast because the rock slides on it. But if you start crushing muddy stuff, this thing all gets clogged up. And I made it small enough that we don't lose small rock because we are very limited on that product. So that small stuff, we re-crush it. That's a 3-inch rock. We're trying to make as much as possible, 1.5 inches. See, it's already cleaned itself out. Recently was welding on the jaws. Excuse me. Yeah, people probably think I'm crazy. It's a New Year or something, I'm crushing rock, but when you're on limited time, yeah, you gotta do whatever you gotta do. The problem, the guy has too much going on at one time, and you work with time you have. Yeah, the water actually won't hurt none today. There's little secret to crushed rock. The more water you put on, the heavier it gets. So summertime, because you sell it by the ton, summertime, you definitely got to put water on it because first of all, it's dust. Second of all, it comes out to be cleaner. Wintertime, I don't know. We don't crush that much in the wintertime, but if I get too much dust, the city will bitch. You gotta start sprinkle water on it, but that's what we make. We made about it between this pile, that pile, and that pile, I bet it at a ton. So it's a really slow process for the stuff we work because it's too much. By the time you clean it out, and there's a lot of actually dirt in it, so you're swinging dirt with a rock and you end up processing. But once in a while, people like to buy this pile. It's like a polarized dirt. It's really, really fluffy, and it has rock in it. So like around a basement, if you need to pack it, this actually works really good. It's 9 chunks. It's really fluffy, and I have to get a wheel loader because what loaded that pile right there, dirt, I actually scrape it off and I put it over here. But somebody has to stand and watch, kind of babysit the whole thing, you know, watch it to operate it. Because my dad's running an excavator, he can't really see it. If we blow a line or something to get plugged up, it's stuck, you just keep feeding it. Yeah, it's pretty freaking dusty, I don't know, man. But it is what it is. We need to make, I don't know, about 150 ton. So, but, I mean, it goes fairly fast if it's dry, but if it's muddy, yeah, you almost, if it's mud, like it has to be really, really muddy to crush, or it has to be dry. There's nothing in between. But I know the guy wants this stuff. They're making a driveway. Alright, time to go get a wheel loader. Stay tuned. I got my earplugs on. That thing's loud. I'm surprised it's not muddy. We got some snow and some rain. I thought it would be muddy in there, but I suppose it's been dry for so long, so the pile is actually really dry once we get to the bottom. So my job is to babysit this thing and then scoop this pile up. It's hard to do everything with one hand. Probably made 4 or 5 ton now altogether, all the product. A lot of dirt coming out. Anyways, you guys get the point. It's really hard to record videos around this stuff, but our goal is make, see, I close the jaws as tight as possible, and the goal is to make this stuff much as possible, 1.5 inches, and that's the cleanest rock we make. When you pinch it and you crush it smaller, then it's no wire there, it's hardly any wire. The big stuff at 3 inch, once in a while you get a wire because it ends up being a bigger and a chunk of wire still sticking out. This stuff is really clean. That's what they use for under concrete, like the fine grading for the concrete. But it's the most dusty one and it's the heaviest one. All right, thanks for watching all.